Howdy folks, DirtNapsTad here, coming at you today as Ganesh as I play that support role here in a casual Conquest match here along with DirtNap Dan who's getting his niece on as Scarlet Dangerfield. We also got a Vulcan, a Mercury, and a Kukulane here on our team. And on the enemy team we have a Bellona, Thor, Sol, Scotty, and Aphrodite. So not a necessarily wrong mix there of the team, but the Aphrodite is a little odd there for your your support role. So let's get us out here into the middle here. Um, Still kind of working on Ganesh and trying to get him down because he is a popular guardian, pretty well rounded, and he just hasn't quite 100% clicked for me just yet. I definitely have made some strides with him, but definitely don't have the timing down, precisely the way I need to have it down, to really benefit with, his different combos and so forth here. But very important here in the beginning is making sure you get your camps done on the side and don't be wasting time not farming or trying to get extra poke or whatever. You want to get your farm on, get that experience so you can level in. If you do this right, you get good push, then you come get your mids, come back out, get more good push, and then go get the other mids. If you can control both, then you can really start to dictate, what's happening here in the mid game. So at this point, I've been trying to keep an eye out for Aphrodite. I think that's right, she did pop up over on the east side over there. Eventually here, she was a little late to the party, and then Dan sent her back home. Said, no, you don't belong in this lane, Afro. I'm sending you back. Try again. It was funny. I think it was at this point where I'm like, where's the Afro? And Dan's like, Dad, I just killed her for first blood. And I'm like, oh, okay, never mind. I was just kind of distracted by the fact that I hadn't seen her yet. So again, Vulcan and I here, coming in to get our mid camps going, and yep, let's go, buddy. Again, want to dictate the center of the map here, and that can, benefit your team greatly by, getting that done. So another thing I've been kind of watching with Ganesh, and I want to pay attention to a little bit here, is my potions. I'm starting to think that I can just get away with not needing the mana potions per se. It just doesn't feel very mana hungry, and getting some of those wards out right away might not be a bad thing there. Make sure hey, make your calls, if people are kind of missing, like, oh, all right, they're kind of both going for there. Yeah, no, wait, I got to pay attention to the VGS and who they're actually talking to as well. My partner was still in lane. That was for, the solo and jungler over there. Like, oh, sometimes I just kind of hear it and go, and then there's other times where I don't hear it and should have went. Did that earlier night. Actually, it was just more of a case of VGS too much chatter. The people, Dan called retreat, but then the Guan Yu is group up, and I'm like, all right, I'm in the front, we're all grouped up. Yeah, I'm going to initiate, and everybody ran away. Like, I didn't hear the retreat. I heard all the other things from Guan, and because he immediately said it right after the retreat. So fun life of support, wishing you had eyes in the back of your head. But when you're trying to do your initiation abilities and pay attention to the mini map as well, it's not always the easiest of things, and as well as listening to the VGS. But well, you win some, you lose some. I lost that one, but hey, I laughed it off, and come back and learn from that. Just make sure that I'm listening properly and following the calls, because if you work together, this works a lot easier. I've seen it tonight where we just couldn't get guys to work with us. It's like, come on, there's 3 of us in the group. We only need, the other guy's all right, and then we get a guy that doesn't, he's afraid to die. He's having a good game kill wise, but he's not joining up with any of the team fights, and that's, oh wait, they're all almost dead. Then I'll come in, and so it's like, look, that's not how you get a good game. That's not a good game. You didn't support your team at all. There was actually times where we had a guy that we could have killed, and he backed off because well, I don't know. Yeah, and it was just one of those matches where every time I seemed to, like, all right, let me just run with this guy, and stick with him. You know, 'cause a lot of times that can kind of fix the problem, you know, when you run with them and you know, just work with them instead of just trying to pull them to somewhere else. And, you know, every time I would get in front of him and start fighting the enemy for him, he was like, okay, you got this, and would leave. So yeah, that was a bad ult on my part. Oh, yeah, that, and I was just like, so, yeah, you know, Aegis kit, no, I wasn't thinking, couldn't quite see what was going on, where she was at with everything, and it was just, you know, well, can you win some, lose some? I lost one on that one. But I'm not perfect, don't claim to be. No, I have a lot of work cut out for me to get better here in Smite, but I've definitely have been making some progress. I mean, the fact that I can at least get by with Ganesha right now is something I'm proud of, you know, that I can continue to do that. So here, you know, I was able to handle the mid-harpies pretty well, you know, and I'm not really losing any creeps out here to it. I kind of wanted to help, you know, just keep that under our control there. You know, keep that farm up. So, you know, Vulcan was back, you know, might as well just get it, keep it on a good rotation, so that way, you know, when he is back, we can just continue to smoothly go right along with that. And, well, you know, I am the support. A little extra experience for me is not always a bad thing, because, you know, I do tend to fall behind a little bit here. So, call for the jungle buff here coming back, so, you know, got to help out my Vulcan, because, you know, he's my man that I'm sticking with right now. I haven't quite got to the part of the match here where I want to rotate yet. And that's where those buffs have been dropping, you know, towards me so much lately. So I seen Kukulane here had a couple combatants, so, you know, yeah, let's go over here and see if we can't kind of help get him something here. So hey there, oh, you know, quite didn't get that in the right spot, but, you know, we got Bologna. Do you not know how that works? You see, there's these lines that go between the columns, and when you run over them, they slow you down and kill you. You probably shouldn't do that when you're at low health. That's not a good idea. But Kukulane, he appreciates that, because, you know, I gave the kill to him. I didn't even want to take it for myself. Yeah, I didn't want to be selfish at all. So, get him situated up here. You know, he's oh, did he just go into his passive there as he's backing, it sounded like. But anyway, come back in here, and oh yeah, good call there, Mercury. I can go ahead and pick up my void buff while I'm in here. That'll help things out a little bit. And, you know, hey, again, I get that extra farm, but actually I didn't even pick it up. Why didn't I pick it up? Oh no, that's the mana buff. Duh. Only thing void buff. Yeah, I'm talking, you're not quite paying attention there. Ooh, okay, never mind. Drink another one, James. I'll tell you what. Alright, I know what I'm doing. Oh, hey, look. We got a Scotty mid lane now. So apparently they're switching things up here because she was getting tired of getting killed by Dan. So, alright. You know, Vulcan calls for the retreat here because we're going to go ahead and back into jungle. And, you know, oh, hey. She came over too. Like, oh, hey, alright. You know, alright. Let me just pull him over a little bit. We got this, right? Alright, never mind. Let's go ahead. Let's get the silence in here on her. And can we get the ult in the right spot here? I'm thinking, like, there it is, right? And I couldn't get the dash off quite right. And that's where I've been struggling, is I know that I can get that, and then it was just like, oh no, I didn't realize that the Scotty was still behind us here. So in that spot, you know, I thought I had pressed up and had kind of warded off the soul, and you know, eventually the Aphrodite hooked up with her, literally linked up with her, but and that the team was on the Scotty, and that's not quite what was happening. They were kind of just more or less following me, and then Scotty got the free pass behind us. It's like, nobody picked her up. Like, okay, never mind. You know, I went after the soul, you went after, we all went after the soul. And, well, we almost got her. Almost. No, not quite. Wasn't our best effort. Just, yeah. You win some, you lose some. Yeah, we didn't do so well in that one either, George. Alright, but hey, overall though, we do got a 4K gold lead. We're up 4 kills. It's only about 9 minutes in. Things aren't going too bad here level-wise. Yeah, we're feeling pretty good with our low guy being tied with their high guy. I'm just like, can we quite get something with that, because they were just being dumb with it. I thought, let's try. They're low health, one mistake and I get a kill, Well, I don't get the kill. I'll get the Vulcan or somebody, but it's like, oh, Dan, you're having fun, aren't you? Getting up there all brave-like. Oh, there was a good Aegis there on Scotty's part to save her life. Go ahead and get the meditation in there, give Dan a little extra juice, and they get some nice body block in there to save from Dan's ult. But ooh, Afro taking the center of Vulcan's ult, but down goes Scotty. Can we press the advantage here as Kukulane comes in, and there's his ult. There goes two guys down to low health, but can we quite pull him off? There it is. Grab her and hold her still for Mr. Mako77 to take her down. Always feels good taking down the soul like that. Alright, so back, let's go ahead and claim our prize here of the mid tower. Again, up another 4 kills now, extending our gold lead. I'm like, everybody's kind of, no, we got this. Look, it's just, okay, there's minions right. And then I ran back in. I thought the minions were already. You know what? I don't even need to run back in. I shouldn't have ran back in. I should have already, used this time to come back and go ahead and back up. Time is experience. And then, accidentally, whoops, hit the wrong button and stop your back. As I'm telling you about how important time is, sometimes you can get away with wasting a few seconds, and other times where that dash could be the meaning between winning and losing the game, because it's a matter of me getting there to make the save and allow my teammate to get the kill and win the day, or I don't get there just quite in the nick of time. And alright, so we're getting all in here, and let's go ahead and get the Afro on the edge of it. There we go. That's how you do it. Catch them right in there. Now we got some good initiation in there. Get her chunked up and try to get the pressure on her and just kind of spread them out a little bit here as Kukulane comes in and over the top with the Vulcan off. Down goes Afro. And alright, can we finish off the Scotty? There you go, Kukulane. You can have her. I don't need it. God, that's what I like about Ganesha. I just don't have to worry about anyone like, oh, you stole my kill. I think that's probably one of the best passives in the game, just because it helps remove so much salt from your life. And there we go, nice another chunk there on her. And oh man, I was just like, man, he can hit hard with that. And I don't, I'm not building, any offense at this point outside of cooldown boots. Not a whole lot tagged onto that one, but boy, that was a nice little chunk on her. I can see how building a blaster blaster Ganesh would be a thing. Yeah, definitely can see that. So let's go ahead and get the oracles down here. Now we got soul and all right. Let's get the Gold Fury here. I think she was just passing by. I don't think they really got a shot at it. Here we go. Down goes the Gold Fury. So feeling good about that. Where we go next? Let's get some more farm here. Just looking at the mid lane there and thinking about ooh, I just snuck that out in time. But I was looking at the waves there, and so we kind of missed a wave there, but kind of, I don't know. I was just thinking, was mid Harpies the right call there or not? So here I decide that. Why did I decide I wanted to come over here? So our Kukulane was dead. Oh, I remember seeing a low health guy, and just we needed to kind of. Yeah, that's right. I had seen the two guys over here, so I wanted to try to get over here and just kind of help out a little bit. And, oh, nice one there on Thor. Again, just kind of chunking them with that one being fully bought up there ability-wise. And I'm gonna have to try me a blaster Ganesh now. Just watching that damage, kick through with not much of any power built into it. So anyway, we got the lane integrity back there for solo lane. Kept it in a pretty good position there for him. Now let's go back here and make sure he gets his speed buff dropped here. I'm like, wait, no, yeah, that's not mine. That's not his. Let's just go ahead and let that sit there. Hopefully Mercury will come out there and pick that up. Like, oh, Thor, You know what? Can we just do that? And then, oh, he went into his alt. Well, that stank. And then I wasn't expecting that throw. But we get the silence on there, and that'll keep him in trouble. I got a love-hate relationship with that silence. Love it when I'm using it. Hate it when I'm against it. All right, so taking a quick look at the scoreboard here, because paying attention to what your enemy team is building is important. I'm looking to see, can I get away with building health, or do I need, this defense, that defense, or can I go buy a toy? It looks like I'm buying a toy. All right, I don't know if which one of those I'm going to end up buying yet, but I figured, at this point, the way the match is going, we're heading levels. It just seems like we're snowballing up here to a victory. So it's time to, have a little fun with the build, I mean, when you get ahead and you got, good defense item in, it's just go ahead and go with this. Boy, we just kind of pour it on there and start melting down and just short with the dash there on grabbing her. Can't quite pick her up. But, all right, let's just get back in here, get that all in there. Nice one on the corner by the forum. Oh, and the meatball tosses her back over into the side of it for the kill. Oh, I was loving that. It was just and we missed the Thor alt there as Mercury was yelling, it's coming, enemy alt incoming. And I'm like, yeah, just spread out a little bit and just on the edge of it. Now we got another alt incoming. I don't know. I think looks like we got a triple kill there by Dan, and that's going to go ahead and finish the game out because, as I said, the Snowball had to start rolling down the hill, and well, even when when the enemy team support is out leveling everybody on your team, it might be time to surrender. So let's go ahead and zip forward here a little bit, see how things wrapped up. Oh, looks like that was a first win of the day there. Get some honor in for the clan. All right, there's your we'll get there. There's your final builds for the short bit of a game it was. Pause it if you want to see it. And there's your final stats for the game. Yeah, I didn't walk away with any kills. Oh, that's right. Ganesh. Yeah. All right. So it was a good game overall. Dan dishing out the damage there. 11-1. Well, yep, that's kind of, we snowball. He was on point right off the bat, dropping that afro before I even realized, did she even come out onto the field of battle, or is she still back at Fountain? Oh, she's dead already. She is back at Fountain, but she was out. But okay, well, hey folks, hit that subscribe button. Hit the little notification bell. Give me some feedback. How can I improve my Ganesh game? I know I need some tips, and would really appreciate the feedback. So feel free to have at it. The good, the bad, and the ugly. I don't mind at all. Just pour it on, baby. My tip to you when it comes to dirt naps, remember, got to give them before you take them. Peace out, folks.